Good day and welcome to the Shot Clock with Nick. I'm Jay. Let's start the clock. Nick is the Diamondbacks insider. A very surprising first half. We're getting ready for the second half of the season. Who's the player on the team that leads in batting average? No, it's Jeremy Hazelbaker. So that kind of gives you an idea of the surprise of the first half. Contributions from everywhere. For sustained success, who are a couple of guys maybe that you point to that if they continue this, it could really help the momentum?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like when you look at the roster, it's a lot of guys that are having great seasons, but guys that you're not too surprised are having great seasons, whether it's Robbie Ray coming into his own, Taijuan Walker. But guys like Zach Godley and Randall Delgado are kind of the ones that are a little bit more surprising. Maybe if they're able to maintain it, that would be a huge key for them in the second half.
Zach Godley, crazy. The second half begins at Atlanta and continues in Cincinnati, and then they come back for the Washington Nationals. By then, we'll be creeping up on the trade deadline. At this point, what kind of aggressiveness do you see with this team, or does it all depend on how the second half starts?
Yeah, I think it's going to depend. I mean, I think you look at this team, and they're head and shoulders better than most clubs in the National League. But really, where they are in the standings, kind of leading up to July 31, I think is gonna dictate that. I mean, right now they're 7.5 games out. If you're 7.5 games out, the last week of July, and you're more likely not going to win the division, I'm not sure you're going to want to be too aggressive because you might just play one game in the wild card.
So you're thinking maybe tentative buyers.
Right. Careful.
You can't wreck a farm system that doesn't have a lot of assets, I guess. Listen, that's all the time we have on the Shot Clock. For Nick, I'm Jay. Have a great second half.